Ladies and gentlemen, honorable guests, and fellow BIM enthusiasts, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to address you today at the BIM Coordinators Summit 2023. In our rapidly evolving industry, where innovation is key to staying competitive, it is crucial to adopt and optimize our practices. The post-contract phase is exactly where the rubber meets the road, where the real world of application of BIM can make or break the project success. It's truly an honor to stand before this global audience and share insights on this topic, post-contract BIM implementation strategies. As introduced, my name is Maulik. I work with Tata Consulting Engineers as a senior BIM expert. With over 5 years of experience in AEC industry, I have coordinated more than 30 agile engineering projects, especially on engineering, procurement, and construction model. Currently, I have had the privilege of working on India's National High-Speed Railway project, where I have been entrusted with validation of BIM implementation by different contractors, approving the post-contract BIM execution plans, and the meticulous auditing of approving the BIM models, ensuring that every aspect adheres to the highest BIM standards and adoption of best practices. My strong educational foundation in civil engineering, combined with Google Project Management and BIM professional certifications, has equipped me as a passionate advocate for digital transformation and agile information management practices. I'm also immensely proud to be a member of the BIM Heroes, a decentralized autonomous organization, which is a community of experts around the world and visionary leaders committed to pushing the boundaries of AEC and BIM innovations. Today, I am here not just as a practitioner, but as a transformational management strategist, and I'm excited to share some insights and best practices that can elevate BIM implementation in the post-contract phase. So who will benefit and what we will gain? The insights today benefits a broad audience. It's relevant to various roles in the AEC industry. Project managers, they will have idea for risk management, efficiency, and reducing delays. Contractors and subcontractors will have idea for streamlining the construction, adopting the changes, and better communication. Owners and investors, they will have idea for protecting investments, enhancing visibility, and long-term goals. BIM professional will have an idea for practical strategies for effective BIM management and implementations. So I've tried to ensure that the BIM continues to add value after the ink has dried on the contract. I'm confident that the sharing will not only benefit individual projects, but will also continue to the advancement of our industry's digital transitions. So without further ado, let's explore some best practices of post-contract BIM implementation. So the content we are going to cover is importance, change navigation, tips and strategies, success story, and summary at the end. Now that we have set the stage, let's move to the heart of the matter. Why is post-contract BIM implementation so crucial? So once the ink has dried and construction is underway, the role of BIM significantly grows. So for the general construction projects, we often focus heavily on the pre-contract phase, where project plans are devised and contracts are established. But if the project is on engineering, procurement, and construction mode, the scenario is different. Contractors play the vital role and will be responsible for the coordination, collaboration of whole design development to the construction and handover. So the importance of post-contract BIM implementation involves to facilitate smart coordination and collaboration, to manage the construction, to eliminate the rework, to avoid the design compromises, to optimize the project performance, and to achieve the digital twin. So post-contract BIM implementation ensures that the benefits of digital collaboration, information management, and visualization persist throughout the project lifecycle. Before we dive deeper into the best practices, let us take a moment to understand the human side of change. Change can be daunting, and it often follows a series of emotional stages, as depicted in the chart on this slide. As we explore the stage of changes, you notice a profound interconnection between these stages and the BIM implementation process. BIM is now much popular, so we may not discuss on shock, but we'll start with denial. The denial, this initial phase is characterized by fear of the unknown. People may resist change, fearing job loss, income disruptions, and the complexity of adapting to something new. In the context of BIM implementation, individuals might resist embracing common data environment, maybe a BIM methodologies due to unfamiliarity. Leaders must create alignments, emphasizing the benefits and necessity of change to keep the team focused. Another one is frustrations. As change becomes a reality, frustrations often sets in. Individuals may feel angry or look for someone to blame as they struggle to adapt to new practices. In the context of BIM, this could manifest as resistance to the altering established workflows or seeking to transfer the responsibilities. Effective leaders maximize communications, clarifying objectives, and reducing distress by emphasizing that change is a part of growth. The another one is depressions. Change can lead to sadness, fear, guilt, particularly when adapting proves challenging. Signs of depressions may include fatigue, reclusiveness, and a lack of initiative. Mental health become critical at this stage. Leaders must reinforce motivation, offering support and empathy to help individuals through this phase. And last one is experimentations. A positive outcome of change is the willingness to adopt and put new knowledge and skills into practice. Individuals begin to see the benefit of change, much like in BIM implementations, where adopting BIM tools lead to improved project efficiency and communications. Leaders play a crucial role in developing new capabilities in their teams, fostering trust and supporting experimentations. Finally, a decision. It's an individual rationalize and fully embrace the new processes and behaviors needed for success. These parallels the point in BIM implementations where individuals internalize BIM methodologies, making them an integral part of their work. Leaders should share experience to boost confidence and advance further along this development journey. Understanding these stages of change is not only crucial for individuals but also teams and organizations as they embark on the path of BIM implementations. By acknowledging the understanding and emotional aspects of change, we can ensure a smooth transition and greater success in integrating BIM into our project. With this understanding, let's continue exploring some best practices for BIM implementation. So the first one is prepare or approve the BEP with the end in mind. Imagine we are embarking on a long journey. Before we step up, we want to know our destination. Similarly, in the world of construction in BIM, the end represents the project's successful completion and operation. When design begins with the end in mind, we define the project's goals, objectives clearly. This clarity acts as a guiding light throughout the project lifecycle, ensuring everyone is on the same page. By understanding the end result, we can allocate resources, whether it's a personal, technology, or time, more efficiently. This prevents resources wastage and keeps your project on budget. Approving the BEP with the end goal ensures that all BIM implementation strategies are aligned with the project's ultimate objective. This alignment promotes seamless integration and minimizes disruptions. A well-structured BEP encourages collaboration by defining roles, responsibilities, and communication protocols. When everyone knows the end goal, teamwork becomes more productive and efficient. Preparing the BEP with the end result in mind set a high standard of quality. It helps you define the expected level of detail, accuracy, and performance, ensuring that the final product meets or exceeds these standards. Understanding the project's end game allows us to identify potential risks on early stage. We can implement strategies to mitigate this risk and keep the project on track. Ultimately, at the end result of any project is to satisfy the client's need and expectations. Approving the BEP with the end in mind helps us deliver a product that aligns with the client's visions and requirement. So in essence, preparing or approving the BEP with the end in mind is not just a formality, it's a strategic approach to ensure that all BIM implementation strategies work cohesively towards a successful completion and operation of the project. It's about starting with clear understanding. It's starting about clear destination in mind to reach our goals efficiently and effectively. A second one is switching from traditional documentation to the smart documentation. Traditional documentation can often be like searching for a needle in a haystack. It's a vast time consuming to sit through and can leave team members feeling overwhelmed. This can lead to inefficiencies, delays, and confusion. Imagine having to scroll through countless folders or dig through an overflowing email box to find a critical document or maybe contact information or contract information. It's a challenge that many of us have faced in our project. So what's the best way to tackle this challenge? The answer lies in adopting a smart documentation. Think of it as it is our project's personal assistant, always ready to help. One powerful example is creating a dashboard. This dashboard is like a control center for your project. It includes clickable icons, buttons that provide instant access to key documents and contact details. Need the latest construction drawings? Just click the drawings icon. Looking for the contact information of the maybe electrical contractor? Just click on the contact icon. This visual smart documentation makes information's retrieval a breeze. It not only saves time but also reduces the frustrations of searching for vital project data. It's about simplifying and streamlining how your team accesses information, making your project more efficient and effective. So in conclusion, when it comes to documentations, moving from traditional to smart approach can be very beneficial. It is about making information readily available and easily accessible for everyone on the team. The third one is engage the team with BIM execution plan. Imagine you are part of construction project team. You are an electrical engineer responsible for ensuring the electrical system are installed correctly. Now your project manager introduced the BIM execution plan. At the first glance, it seems like a complex document filled with technical jargons and all. You might wonder, how does this relate to my role? And why should I invest time in understanding it? This is a common challenge in many projects. Team members can be hesitant or resistant to engaging with the BEP if they perceive it is something distant from their day-to-day task. So how can we overcome this challenge? Let me share a practical example. Let's say you are the project manager. Instead of simply handing out the BEP and expecting everyone to understand its importance, you actively involve the team in BEP discussions. You organize a brief meeting where you break down the BEP into digestible portions. You explain how each section aligns with specific roles and tasks on the project. You don't just tell them, but you show them. For the electrical engineer, you highlight how the BEP guides the coordination of the electrical system and other disciplines such as mechanical and plumbing. You demonstrate how following the BEP ensures clash-free installations, reducing reworks and saving time. By making the BEP tangible and showing its direct relevance to their work, you transform hesitance into enthusiasm, and this is the big point. Team members start to see that the BEP is not just a bureaucratic document, it's a roadmap to project efficiency, collaboration, and success. So the best practice here is activate involvement, communicate clearly, and real-world relevance use for the example. When team members understand how the BIM enhances their tasks and aligns with project objectives, they become not just followers but champions of the plan, contributing to more effective and other aspect of BIM implementations. The fourth one is calendar the meeting or workshop with clear agenda. In the midst of complex construction project, imagine that meetings are called sporadically and without a clear purpose. Attendees often find themselves wondering why they are there, and the lack of structure results in discussions that lead nowhere. Time is wasted, focus is lost, and the project's progress suffers. To counter this challenge, the best practice is simple yet powerful. Define a detailed meeting and workshop calendar. Let's take an example. Suppose you are part of project team responsible for constructing a new hospital. By creating a well throughout calendar, you ensure that essential meetings like weekly coordination sessions are planned in advance. Each meeting has a specific objective such as resolving clash issues or reviewing construction progress or etc. But it's also not just about setting dates. It's about identifying the right participants for each meeting. For instance, involving architects, structural engineers, and MEP specialists in a coordination meeting ensures comprehensive problem solving and aligning perfectly. Moreover, you establish a predetermined agenda for each meeting. This agenda serves as a roadmap, ensuring that discussion stays on track and focus on key tasks. This approach creates clarity, efficiency, and purpose in every interaction. So as you craft your meeting or workshop calendar, remember that it's not only about scheduling, it is about strategically allocating time and resources to make every meeting count. This best practice transforms scattered discussions into focused collaborations, contributing to a more streamlined and successful BIM implementation. The fifth one is allow to speak the model. Instead of traditional meeting discussion, understand, interpret, and decide on BIM. Model is not just 3D objects, it is purely a virtual constructions. It can help to take key decisions such as critical mockups, constructability, or maybe strategic planning for next activity. The sixth one is manage the project holistically. This is something about understanding and applying the different project management methodology and strategy with respect to different project phase. For example, design phase. Agile principles are crucial during the design phase. They allow us to iterate and adapt designs as requirements evolve. However, lean mindset can reduce the design waste. Similarly, we go to the procurement phase. In procurement, lean principles optimizes processes, reduces cost, and improving efficiencies. If we consider construction phase, during construction, a structured waterfall approach ensures that each step is completed before progressing, maintaining the project's timeline. Operation and maintenance phase. Here we apply a mix of lean and waterfall principles. Lean principles extends into operation and maintenance, focusing on predictive maintenance strategies. By monitoring equipment health and using data-driven insights, we reduce downtime and maximize asset lifespan. For routine maintenance tasks, we rely on a structured waterfall approach. This ensures that all scheduled maintenance activities are completed methodically, which is a preventive maintenance. On the overall, throughout the entire project life cycles, we maintain a holistic approach. By combining agile, waterfall, and lean principles, we adapt to changes when necessary, adhere to structured timelines, improve processes, and ensure efficient O&M. In conclusion, by tailoring our project management approach to each project phase, including the O&M phase, we can achieve efficient, successful outcome from inception to ongoing maintenance. The seventh is control building information modeling, which is something approaching a lean design or a lean BIM principles. Lean design does not mean less design. It is something creating values for customers while minimizing waste for the design team rather than redesign based on changes. It's a way to design with less waste, understanding customers' delivery and really delivering that. As a part of 8th step, I want to highlight a strategic use of collaborative channels that can significantly enhance project communications. It's not just about having these tools, it's about using them strategically. The real magic happens when we align these tools with our project structures and objectives. Firstly, we need to ensure that our project roles and responsibilities as defined in the RACI matrix are perfectly mapped and aligned with the privacy settings of these channels. This ensures that the right people have access to the right information, fostering transparency and accountability. To take it a step further, we can also introduce smart tagging. Picture it as a specialized notification system with tag specific user or groups related to a particular package or task. This means they receive updates the moment anything relevant to their area is being posted. This keeps everyone in the loop and ensures that critical information doesn't get lost in the digital noise. In essence, the strategy here is all about leveraging technology to bridge communication gaps, streamline collaboration, and enhance project productivity. By strategically aligning collaborative tools with your project structure and by implementing it, you are not just wishing for better communications, you are making a strategic reality. Ninth one is encourage digital volunteering. It is a transformative idea when it comes to adopting and deploying digital tools. It's the concept of digital volunteering, and let me tell you, it's a really game changer. The tools and technological aspects is just one part of the equations. The human element, the people who will use this tool is equally not more important. That's where digital volunteering comes into play. Imagine harnessing the passion, expertise, and creativity of your own team members to help bridge the gap between technology and its users. Digital volunteers are individuals within your organizations who step forward, not because it's their job, but because they are genuinely enthusiastic about the new tools and want to help their colleagues embrace them effectively. These digital volunteers can become a champion of change, guiding their peers, providing support, and sharing their insights. They can host a workshop, create tutorials, or simply be a friendly face to turn to when someone is struggling with the new technology. Their volunteer efforts can significantly reduce the learning curve and boost overall adoption rate. But it's not just about helping others, it's also about fostering a culture of continuous learning and collaborations. Digital volunteering encourages a sense of ownership and empowerment among your own team members. It's a win-win strategy that not only ensures a smoother transitions when adopting new tools, but also cultivate a workforce that is agile, tech-savvy, and ready to embrace the digital future. And the last one, lead effectively. When we call lead effectively, means influence your surrounding with adopting something which is actually best for themselves. Let's have a quick look at a success story who has adopted the best practices holistically.
The north of Munich, the neighborhood of Freimann, Lilienthal Allee, where the office complex Zentrum 3 is taking shape. A mega project with a floor area of around 72,000 square meters. The client, BMW AG.
To be able to optimize the construction process, you have to start planning in good time.
The goal with the Ost office building was to tread new paths, with poor design and engineering for the design phase and poor for the build. The green light for BIM, or Building Information Modeling, was given early on.
A developer like BMW benefits from the transparency of BIM. Everyone involved in the design and planning, also the construction site, has a database to work with.
A digital model that contains all information such as floor plans, steps, tables, evaluations, photos and videos.
Auf der einen Seite sind die grafischen Informationen hier in dem 3D.
The graphic information is visible here in the 3D model, and the information for designing this model is then actually used for the calculations on the construction site.
A joint database that can be accessed by everyone involved in the project. The expert planners, the developer, the subcontractor, from anywhere, with any device, at any time. To ensure that the workflow is as transparent, efficient, and cost-effective as possible, POR consistently relies on lean management.
With
Lean, we get a holistic approach to the project. Very early on, we have workshops to develop an overview of the entire project and construction process. We try to utilize the know-how of everyone involved to find the perfect process. We meet in the big room for our weekly production planning and evaluation. We evaluate the past week of production and plan our construction processes for the next 6 weeks. Here you can see how you need ideal coordination with the companies that come before and after you. Naturally, this brings economic success for everyone involved in this lean flow.
Together with the client, this agile approach to project management optimizes the structure and progression of the individual process steps.
This means that you always choose sensible sizes. For example, here we have chosen office units of 350 square meters for the longitudinal sections. The attention to detail means better process planning and therefore better optimization.
BIM plus Lean. This promotes close and productive cooperation between client and contractor, between every department and company. Not to mention the brand new discoveries and freedoms that accompany it.
For us, the most important thing is that everyone involved in a project can access the same model, whether in the design or on the construction site or with the developer. The conclusion is that lean methods coupled with BIM will be applied to all general contractor projects in the future.
So in the summary, starting the BP with the end in mind is an essential principle for a successful BIM implementation. Smart and visual documentation will definitely help to adopt new practices. Pre-planned meetings results to make organized every participants. Discussing on BIM environment results comfortability and help to take key decisions, transforming from 2D to 3D. Approaching different project management holistically increases the key values of the project. Controlling BIM and approaching a lean reduces the design waste. Efficient use of collaborative channels increases the overall project communication. Digital volunteering helps to quickly adopt the tools and techniques to the project community. Effective leadership influences the project community and provides the new potential leaders to the industry. A process without strategy is a little more than a wish list. With this, I would like to conclude the session. Thank you.